Coco. Welcome. This is season 1, first episode of Coby Lobby. Welcome in. My name is PacMan with the plan, and I am excited. I'm ecstatic for this season. It's gonna be off the chain. We lit, man. Let's get started. We'll have guests that will be remote from their location, and we'll also have guests in the studio as well. So we're doing a little mixture of both this season 1, just to let you guys know what you can expect. It's been a long time coming, but we are here. Finally. It's just been a blessing all around this year. It's the Coby year, the Mamba year, the Mamba 2024, baby, that Mamba, let's go. It's going to be a hell of a roller coaster ride, so hold on to your hats, buckle up, tighten your panties, tighten your bras. Men out there, get some new clean draws, all right? We're going to have just the time of our life this season. So, for our first guest, we have another professional fighter, Miguel El Gran Thomas. He's been fighting all over. He's from the South, but he's hailing out of West Coast right now, out of California. He's in Marietta. He's working with Dan Henderson's camp. Dude had a long track record of fighting, even fighting for this country. He's been fighting in the military and in the ring and octagons. Has just a knowledge of mixed martial arts, of fighting, period. He's a tough guy. Introducing none other than Miguel El Gran Thomas. How you doing today, Miguel?
I'm doing all right, man. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, more than welcome. Of course, brother. More than welcome.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah, he's the jack of all trades. You want your house remodeled, demoed, your kitchen remodeled? It's
Yeah,
fucking right here. He gonna get it done.
yeah, absolutely, man. Whatever's gonna bring value and money, that's where I'm at.
Whatever brings value and buddy, that's real. And before we cut into that value and buddy, you a smart brother. You do a lot of reading and all that. And then, of course, with your big well of knowledge in MMA, I figure we'll give the people a little insight and behind the scenes of MMA, the things they don't know that go on behind the scenes and what fighters deal with, even on a basis and leading up to a fight, things as such. What you sipping on there, brother?
Some Don Julio, 1942.
Ooh. I guess I'll take a shot with you, man. You outdid me.
Hey, shit, let me grab another one in.
You got that boss. And you've always been on that good lifestyle. I remember when I first met you decades ago, damn near in Washington. Your ass had already you had all these designer shoes because back then I was still low key fresh out the streets because we were so young. I think honestly, real talk, you were probably the first person I seen with, like, I would say you had $600 pair of shoes. I was like, what the fuck? And he did. He had fucking shirt, all this designer shit. I'm like, damn. Now I ain't gonna lie. I was even thinking, what the fuck are you into exactly?
Yeah, man. It was just priorities. I built up my credit profile, saved up money, invested a little. Had some good mentors. When you're around them and you see the lifestyle they live or see what's normal to them, and it's just a different expectation. So I figured back then you would hear, hey, if you want to be the part, dress the part. And I inherited it. Part of me just having style and being up on fashion, and I inherited that from my dad and my grandma. I've always looked at myself as a trendsetter, but humbly, I wish I would did more recordings and documentation. I was just like, that's for the fucking people that want attention like a bitch.
Yep, and look at us now. You know what I'm saying?
That's the crazy part about it. Like, it's almost like the world, what was manly and looked at as lame, has become the norm, and you have to adjust to it to keep up with the times.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And like you said, we come from that generation where it was nothing to be on social media. Like MySpace, you just create your profile. It didn't mean nothing. You just put music behind it. It had no meaning to it. And
Basically, it's how you get girls. You just go in there hunting for females. Ooh, I like her page. Let me fucking hit her, man.
Same thing. It didn't have no meaning behind it. Now it's so much value on on every platform.
Yeah, bitches is killing themselves from not getting enough likes on a picture. That's wild to me.
Literally.
That's wild.
themselves. Yeah, that should be crazy. But cheers to you, brother.
Cheers.
Got to use a kosher. Don't want to mess up ripened desk. That ripen. This shit expensive. So let's cut in. Tell the people real quick about a little bit about your fight background. How many fights total have you had? Amateur, pro, in total?
Amateur pro, altogether, roughly around 20. 20,
Okay.
a little more, a little under. I can't remember. It's been so many. You
Yeah.
know, I
No one's.
fought in a lot of different states, a lot of different jurisdictions, and a lot of different countries.
Yeah. Okay. And I know about almost about half of those were pro fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, 7 of them.
Yeah. Nice. And then what style of fighter are you? You consider yourself
I look at myself as more of a stand-up fighter. I prefer standing and banging. And
clang and bang?
yeah, for real, stand and bang and sprawl and brawl. Just depending on the person I'm dealing with, you know, I'll exploit their weaknesses if I have to. But I know what the crowd came to see. They came to see somebody get knocked out. So that's
And
usually my mentality. You gonna get knocked out, or I'm gonna get knocked out.
yeah. And that's what makes you a dope fighter, ready to go out on your shield or put somebody out on their shield.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of fighters out there. They don't fight like that no more. You already know, they be doing that point shit and
Yeah, they scary.
rounds and yeah, scary. Like there are such thing as
You
scary
know
fights.
what? You know who did that perfect record bullshit? Because it's fighting. It's not about a record. It's Mayweather. There's only one Mayweather. Everybody can't be Mayweather and have a perfect record. There's only one fucking Mayweather. All the other fighters of the past, they've lost fights before. And actually, when you lose, it gives you fire. Like the next motherfucker is in for it. It actually shows your mental strength and toughness. If you lose, some people they break, as you can see with when who got knocked out by the Brit? He got knocked out by the Brit. The Nigerian got knocked out by the Brit. Never was the same afterwards. Got knocked out again.
I'm trying to think.
Nigerian Nightmare. Usman. Yeah, he was fucking tearing through it. He has nice accolades, but once he got knocked out,
He got knocked out by Edwards too, I think.
yeah, and then again got beat the second time.
Yeah.
So that does something to a fighter, but at the same time, you're not gonna win them all, but you just have to be willing to fight like my dad used to tell me, man, when you fight them, make sure they don't ever want to fight you again. That's how you fight. You fight, even if you lose, the motherfucker never want to fight you again. Because they're like, God damn, this is not an easy fight. I actually got to put forth some effort. So,
yeah, that's real. Even make other people watching don't want to fight you if they see how
exactly.
you are. Because, like I said, fighting is 80% mental. The night of the fight, because Showtime is 80% mental and 20% physical. That shit is all
Yeah.
mental. That's how Tyson even said he won most of his fights. It's off intimidation before the fight. Nigga, I'll eat your kids, nigga. I slow, motherfucker. God damn, I gotta fight this nigga. Fuck you, why you that shit? Nigga, he gonna fuck me, nigga. Hold on. That's some intimidating shit. Like I said, but mostly mental, man. Speaking of mental, what kept you? What keeps you still fight? 'Cause you still fight to this day, right? You still ready
Yeah.
to?
I'm looking at a fight at the end of this year.
Yeah, MMA or bare knuckle.
It can go either way. Whichever
We gonna
one comes up first. I'm down for the bare knuckle if they pay.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that bare knuckle fight, man. I mean, we're gonna get in that fight scene. But what kept you fighting? Cause how long have you been fighting for?
First fight was like 2008.
Okay, long time. Yeah. What's that? I suck at math too. That's over a decade. You've been fighting the same
Yeah.
thing. 15 years. What kept you fighting for so long? What keeps you motivated?
For me, it was really always about money. I have a lot of athletes in my family, people that went pro in different football, basketball, different sports, but I just happened to not grow and be as tall. When I saw football, they was putting in college, they would put me as a cornerback. I'm not a fucking cornerback. I'm a linebacker. I'm a fullback. So it was like I had to get real with myself, and then I had to find something that I could use my athletic ability that will bring in money. And so when in the beginning, before fighting was as popular as it was now, I was watching it, WEC, Strike Force, and I was like, oh man, I could fucking do that. I'm looking at these guys, I could beat him. I could beat him. And that's pretty much what got me into it. And that's the reason why I continue to do it, is basically for money. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But now after you do it for so long, it becomes a habit. It's a lifestyle. So it's like just something I do now. It's just my pastime.
And it's a passion. Still fighting for them pennies, I tell you.
Yeah. Now it's more for, let me show these young bucks. These motherfuckers ain't got no technique. They out here just flailing around. So I feel like that's something that's lost. Actually, a passion for technique and drilling to be the best. People just want to be famous. They want the girls and this, that, and the third. And I think it's been a good thing for the popularity of the sport, but it's been also like a downfall of it, because it's crazy how they're not naturally built as fighters, just want to fight now all of a sudden.
Yeah, they just want the status, the look, the
Yeah.
image,
Clout as they say.
that clout, yeah. And then and you spoke on athleticism, like you being athletic was got you a lot into fighting. And yeah, that athleticism goes a long way in fighting, man. I couldn't tell you how many times. That's what held me over for a
Yeah,
long.
I remember when you came to the. No, where did I see you? I think I saw we was at a party, and I was like, "You box." I was like, "Man, you good. Only thing you need to do is get some wrestling, or at least know how to defend the shot." And in the amateur level, yeah, you will go. And next thing, this motherfucker got belts. He down here in California with belts everywhere. I'm like, okay, there you go, Coby.
Yeah, that's exactly why once I learned how to wrestle. Oh yeah, that's when I started. When the hell I started out 2-0, and then I got beat by one fucking wrestler, and that wrestler exposed me that I couldn't wrestle. And then all of a sudden I look up and I'm fucking 2-4. And I was like, oh hell! And then all of them was just wrestlers, just beat me on wrestling, out wrestling me, and I learned how to wrestle, and then I went on a tear, and I ended up like amateur at 12-4, getting belts and all that shit. And I was like, yeah, that shit. Learning,
Yeah,
yeah, he was right, nigga. I had to learn how to wrestle.
yeah, do some wrestling, man. That's it's something you can't avoid, even though it's not as attractive to people that like to stand and bang. But hey, it's definitely a necessary tool.
Even yeah, is necessary too. Even in the streets, most fights is going to the ground.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers falling and tripping and rolling and shit. So that shit helps a lot. That shit helps a lot. I know you fought all over in different places, different countries. What are some of the countries and some experiences you had fighting in other countries, or like even just training? Like
yeah. Thailand's got to be Pattaya. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Pattaya and
yeah,
in Phuket. Those are like,
with Umbach, nigga, go
yeah.
go.
Yeah, so I forgot Sawadee Krap. But yeah, those were the places that I had a lot of fun fighting. And over there wasn't, it's not like amateur. You get paid to fight. You get paid bot to fight. I did get cheated out of about 2,000 baht, but I was like, I'm not gonna fight. They standing all in front of me, gonna give me the money, and like there's a bunch of short little Thai dudes. I'm like, whatever, bro. I'm not finna fucking fight y'all. I gotta fucking go home. You know what I'm saying? But it just shows you that the money game and the fight game is all, a lot of times you got a bunch of crooks dealing with it.
Yeah.
But it was an experience. I had a fucking amazing experience in Thailand, training and fighting.
Actually, let's touch on that. Let's touch on these crooks in the fight game in America, because they out there. These leeches is out here. Because I know, seeing in the fight game, a lot of people don't know. Like I said, those behind the scenes type of things. Promoters don't give a damn about you. Hell, you'll be lucky.
For the money. And you're the workhorse. And the carrot they dangle in front of most fighters is fame and money. they don't want to pay money. So they're going to try to give you the least amount of money as possible. For your vanity, sometimes people will just take whatever. So,
Oh, for sure. And in fighting, like I said, that shit could be very costly to your health because some people get used basically as human punching bags. Like you're just a punching bag with eyeballs because I said you walk into the wrong gym, especially if you're a big solid body and you got a little heart, you got some balls to step in there. They're just gonna let you get in there. You get hurt, whatever. But if they're not protecting you, type shit.
yeah, you definitely have to come in knowing that, hey, there's people that's been doing this on a daily for the past 10 years, and I'm just getting
Yeah.
started. So you just gotta be humble. When I came in, when I first started training, I was humble. I remember, shout out to Mattingly. He was a guy I was in the military with, I served with, Brian Mattingly. He was like, he would come into work. I'm like, man, you talking shit, boy. That's about to beat your ass. No, it's from training. He said, you should come over. That's how I said, really? I've been looking at that on TV. I like to do that shit. And then he said, come over. And he was a tubby white boy. And he fucking was beating me. It didn't hurt, but he was kicking my ass. And I was like doing this crazy street shit, like Kimbo ducking low and swinging wild. And then I was like, man, fuck that. I can't let this guy beat me because he's not a specimen. Like, I can't let a person that's not a physical specimen just annihilate me like that. I just kept coming. And the owner of the gym, yeah, so you're good. Next thing you know, within 6 months, I surpassed everybody. Like, damn, Miguel, you're getting good. And so that's like that's how it started for me.
And that goes to show you too, like I said, for a lot of meatheads out there that just be like, oh, they just lift weights and think, oh, they're a lot bigger than somebody, another fighter, like referring to a normal person compared to a fighter. It don't matter if you 200, 250 or whatever. If you don't know how to fight and you go against somebody that knows how to fight and they're smaller than you, they could be weaker than you, but if
Yeah.
they're throwing perfect punches and stuff like that and kicks, then they most likely
I've
go.
seen that in real life. I've seen it with you. We were out with some bitches, and I don't know. I was gonna stump the fuck out of him if he would have got you a little bit. But
Yeah, you got my
I was
back.
like, man, my nigga can fight, man. And he was a big dude. He said,
Yo,
oh. I remember he said, oh, so you can kick, huh?
he said after we lined it up and I threw an inside leg kick, that was the very first thing he said. Oh, you know that shit, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
just like,
was like, yeah, get his ass, Kobe. I was like, get
man,
his ass.
it's
And
too late.
if he get you for a second, I'm gonna swarm on his ass. I would
Yeah,
push him back. I said, y'all better not fucking jump in. I'm gonna bust your ass. And then
yeah,
he beat him up there. I said, man, we gotta go because he gonna squad up all his bitch ass boys. It's gonna be 10 against 2.
yeah. 'Cause they did. We didn't. I didn't even know he had 2 or 3 dudes that was bigger than us. I was with him.
Yeah,
They let him
yeah,
because he snuffed me. He banked me out of nowhere, a cheap shot.
yeah.
He snuffed me on some bitch shit. So maybe I don't know. They were man enough to see it was at least a fair fight.
Yeah,
Supposed
they probably know he out of control. He one
and
of them angry and pussy motherfuckers that out of control. They're like, bro, we ain't finna get in this shit.
he
Cause,
probably
Cause they
deserved that.
don't even know, man. We could be packing. Yeah, you may be small, bigger than us, but you
Exactly.
can't outrun his leg, bro.
No, exactly. And if I had one in that situation, that would have been the perfect legal time to use it because he's bigger. He hit me out of nowhere. I could have just gave him,
Yeah.
some hot shit. And I would have, hey, I defended myself. But like I said, that's why shit like that is dangerous. But I will say, though, living in San Diego for 8 years, I noticed fights go down like that all the time in the gas lamp. And
We
nobody
got
get,
Marines, Navy. We drunk out of our asses.
yeah,
That's just what it is. Hey, when we used to be, you remember we used to be on fucking leave, not leave, on deployment, and we get Liberty. 9 times out of 10, we're not even fighting other fucking foreigners. We fighting each other
yeah.
over a bitch, most likely.
Oh,
Man,
dumb shit. And a lot of people don't know about that, about the military, like, because a lot of people join up. You fresh out of high school, you 18, 19 years old. I joined when I was 19.
Yeah,
Like,
me too. I was 19.
that's what I'm saying. It's a bunch of kids on the
Yeah,
bus. You know what I'm saying? Young, still experiencing life, learning life, and yeah, they fighting themselves out there. Like,
yeah, this would be crazy.
so if you were a big dude, and what that was a while ago. That was probably like, I think that was 2017, 2016.
Yeah,
If you got your ass whooped by a light skinned dude with a mohawk, that was me, motherfucker. I humbled the shit out of you, and that's what you get. All right. What about you, Miguel? What about some experiences you had in the streets where MMA, basically knowing how to defend yourself, saved your ass or helped you out tremendously? You have any of those
oh
situations?
yeah, man. I got one. Uh, I remember it was something similar. We young cats, the women giving us attention, me and my boy Nelson. And so these older sugar daddy ass motherfuckers, they were like hating on us and said something. And my boy Nelson, he don't read the crowd. So I'm just sitting back and I'm like, he's still.
Yeah.
And then sugar daddy comes up and he's like, yeah, little nigga. And he hit him. And then Nelson, just this big muscle motherfucker, light skin, he would come to the gym, but he didn't really know how to fight, but he would just come. That's how we got cool. And so when the guy hit him, he couldn't believe it. He's used to like throwing his muscle around.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is I'm watching them square off. And then once Nelson starts getting the best of him, the guy jumps in. That's when I had to jump in. And that's when I realized in a street fight, no rules. That's the thing. That's the light that came off in my head. So yeah, I bit the fuck out of him. I
Yeah.
bit his fucking chest and I double legged him. And then I fucking stuck my thumbs in his eyes. And
You
he
went,
started screaming, ah! He said, the police coming. I was like, oh shit, I don't want to go to jail. I took off.
you went, you went Mike Tyson on him and fucking Michael Myers and shit. I got
I literally felt the back of his retina. I had my shit all in his fucking shit. You bitch. I was fucking trying to make
hey,
him blind.
hey, he ain't never gotten a fight again. Probably after that, either that or he turned crazy as hell, and started shooting motherfuckers. Either way, he wasn't trying to fight.
Yeah.
I almost got my eye gouged out, and he got bit. Oh man, hey, how'd he taste?
My cologne and cigarettes.
Porn and cigarettes.
Cologne and cigarettes.
Oh shit, he was a way too much cologne wearer.
I remember with one guy, it was crazy. Mexican cat saying the M word. Him and his girl were there, and I tried to educate him. He didn't really want to. I thought we was on the same page, and his girl like, yeah, that makes sense. You don't see black people going to fucking Mexico. And let's just say, for instance, we was in a Spanish country and there was something derogatory that was used to keep the native Mexicans from advancing. And they've been called that so much that they call themselves that. I said, I wouldn't then come to your country and then call you that. That's disrespectful. And then his girlfriend was like, yeah, I understand where you come from. I said, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah. I said, just because some little ghetto motherfucker that don't know no better because of their condition is allowing you to say that, don't mean every black motherfucker is gonna go for that shit. And I'm definitely not. He didn't. He thought it was sweet. This was at my building. I used to live in Los Angeles. He was actually a security guard. I was giving him some alcohol and shit. We was just down there kicking it, trying to make the job more enjoyable. But he thought shit was sweet, boy. I ended up beating the fuck out of him. Blood everywhere.
I
Beating the fuck. He tried to put handcuffs on me. I'm like, bitch, do you know who I? Bitch, don't ever try to put no handcuffs on me. I beat the fuck out. I was choking him out, and this girl said, "No, stop! You're gonna kill him." And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go up to my room. And then I tried to go to my room, and this motherfucker got a chair. He couldn't take the ass whooping. Put it
yeah.
in between the elevator before his shit, and then threw it at me. And then I said, I double legged him, took him down, beat him, stomped him. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in the house from now on because these humans out here stupid as fuck, and they don't know.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
fucking kill your ass for real.
I swear. I remember you telling me about that story. Now, I remember that fucking place you stayed at. That fucking it was a cool spot, but the area was fucking horrible in LA. That
Yeah,
was just
yeah, downtown LA. That's what it is.
my fucking
It's
skin.
homelessness everywhere. It's finesses. It's
Man, when I went
it,
over there one time, going up probably the same elevator that you got a chair thrown at you at. It was a group of young men behind me, and it looked like smoker tattoos. You could tell they do drugs and all that shit because that park right down the street where niggas openly doing crack and anyway, they were advertising fentanyl. They had fet on their shirt, fet some, and they had these custom made fentanyl shirt. And I had to
well,
ask them too, matter of fact, I think you might have been standing right there. I'm not sure, but I was like, I asked them just to confirm. I was like, hey, what your shirt mean? They was all happy. Fentanyl. Like, okay, that's what I thought. I was like, okay, y'all going to a fentanyl party? No. Damn, nigga, it was like Thursday or some shit like that. Nigga, they just
yeah, you right. Because in my building, yeah, 4 dudes died. It was a welfare check.
good lord,
These motherfuckers got money. They just died.
niggas
Or
get
doing that
rough.
fucking Fetty Wap. That's why I had to get the fuck from up there. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. It's nothing like Dago. Dago's cool, clean. You got normal people.
Yeah,
Fucking LA is a bunch of junkies and wannabes.
yep. I used to call San Diego Pleasantville. You remember that fucking show they made a movie of it called Pleasantville?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I call San Diego because that shit. I seen the kindest acts. It made me start believing in humans again. That everything I seen some of the kindest gestures even be done to not specifically me, but people that was with me, and just seeing shit out. Like, damn, I call that shit Pleasantville. It's a beautiful place to live.
Yeah, I love San Diego.
Yeah.
I love San Diego.
Let's cut into this bare knuckle. I know you've been interested into getting a bare knuckle fight on the what organization is that?
BKFC.
Yeah, the BKFC.
BKFC.
Before we cut into that bare knuckle fighting, we got to take a quick break for our sponsors. Grab your drink, do what you need to do. We're going to be right back. Man, every time I smoke that weed, I get a headache and I get anxiety. Oh man, this just doesn't feel good. I think I'm just going to stop smoking weed for good. Well, don't be a quitter, dummy. Do your homework. Do your research. You only get anxiety and headaches because you're smoking that PGR or cannabis. That cannabis infused with chemicals and hazardous material. That's why you're getting headaches. Because real cannabis cures headaches, cures anxiety, helps with depression, helps with pain, amongst many other things. So what you need is some of that premium indoor PacMan special. Here you go. You're gonna need this after that hit too, Coby. Well, yeah, thank you. I'll take it. Nice punch, by the way. Definitely gonna need this. My headache. It went away. Thanks, PacMan. This really does taste good, though. Like, really good. It's so smooth. That lingering taste, too. It's like dessert. And we back.
Yeah.
You was at the bare knuckle event in Cali.
Yeah.
This year in 2024.
Yeah, downtown LA. Yeah.
Trying to get a fight in bare knuckle, right?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You know how much Mike Perry got paid? This motherfucker got paid $10,000 per second. He got paid $600,000. $10,000 per second.
Bro, I see that fight, and that's your weight class, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm with it. Nigga line that shit up. I do it for 50,000. Give me 100. I do it for 50.
Bare knuckle. Let them know. Was it BKFC? Bare knuckle.
Yeah, I'm with it. Everybody fucking scared. They fight him scary. They don't even fight. I think the last person to fight him was Michael Venom Page.
Right here on Coby Lobby, you heard it. BKFC. Miguel El Gran.
Line this shit up. Line it up.
out Mike Perry. And you know what?
Give me this shit.
Seen it. I
I do
seen,
this shit for the money. I'm doing this shit for my great grandkids, boy.
bro.
I'm with it.
I really believe you could take him. I know, matter of fact, I feel like I know you could take him. I seen the fight. Mike Perry don't have no fucking head movement. He was like a fucking robot. If Eddie Alvarez, if he would have started throwing haymakers, he probably would have slept his ass. But I don't know what Alvarez decided to jab and he quit. He shouldn't even been there. They wasted money giving
Yeah.
him
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fight.
This is a bare knuckle fight. This isn't a boxing match. Like, it's aggression. In
Yeah,
a street fight, it's really short. And this is basically a street fight because you can get knocked out like in a second. So if anything, you shouldn't be like on your bicycles jabbing and trying to get angles. You should just be coming forward and taking angles and going aggressive. And if you get caught with something, you get caught with something. If not, shit, you catch him with something. And that's how those fights typically go. They're not fucking long.
right.
And they want action. That's why they're only 2 minute rounds.
I'm about to say that they only 2 minute rounds, so yeah, he was in there jabbing the body, hitting the body. That's cool and all to hit somebody with a good body, but same thing. I'm not jabbing the body. We going bare knuckle 2 minute rounds. You hit the body to wear them out for the later rounds. Only
Exactly.
spending 3 rounds. Fuck, I ain't hit.
Exactly.
Like I said, that's really
Yeah.
head.
That's a long term strategy. I was seeing a lot of fights. That was probably the best bare knuckle card I've seen to this point. A
So
lot of
you,
the fights were stopped. They were stopped because of people not being able to see just from a knuckle going in their fucking eye.
yeah, ooh,
Yeah, and it were stoppages because of a torn bicep. It was a stoppage before a dislocation.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a fucking crazy card. It was worth every penny. Every penny.
So all the fans they saw the blood and gore.
Man, they were like, we want violence. We want violence. Everybody was screaming, we want violence. I was like, I love this shit, boy. I want to be up in there. I want them to be saying that without, because I won't give it to you.
So none of the fights got booed. I know sometimes in MMA, yeah, people just be laid on, just fights is boring. They just be laying on the motherfucker and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, getting booed. Sound like nobody was getting booed over there. How much money did you say that Mike made? Mike Perry made?
He made 600,000
Oh my, six hundred
in
thousand.
in 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
BKFC. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'll fight anybody at 150. Hell, I go 140 pounds. I'll fight anybody. 135. I used to fight. These are 135. I'll go down to 135. I'll fight anybody at 135 to 150 for 100. I'll do it for 100 bands. Hell, right now I'll do it for 50. I'll do it for
That's
50
it. Yeah,
bands.
I ain't gonna lie. Introduction fight, my first fight, me just talking big shit, bitch. Yeah,
What?
I'll run that shit for 100, for 50. I ain't
I'll do.
tripping.
Hell, matter of fact,
That's enough motivation to get my ass running, get my ass like in tip top shape. Cause
hell,
the
shit.
technique and the mental, that's fucking shit. Boxing is, man,
Hey,
that
I
shit
was on
easy.
the all boxing team. I was boxing with my bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? I fought in
Yeah,
Washington. Yo, I got experience in boxing too. So put me in there, coach. Shit. Hey, real talk though. I think you could take him, man.
yeah.
Call what if Mike Perry was in? That's the name, right? Mike Perry. If he was in front of you right now, what would you tell him? If you had to say something to build the fight, what would you tell him?
I'll be like, sign the contract, big boy, sign the contract. That's what I tell them. Sign the contract, big. Tyson told Bob Sapp, sign the contract, big boy, sign the contract. That's all I got to say. Hey,
I,
I ain't gonna be woofing. We'll see when we get in there. If
yeah.
I become a bitch, well, that's what happened. And if I don't, no. Yeah, you're gonna see wartime. You're gonna see
Oh, we ain't.
one
I know
million niggas inside.
you bitch out though. You ain't gonna quit. What you think he will go to distance? The
I'm
fight?
not ever trying to go the distance, but if it go to distance, it's because I didn't execute my game plan and knock him out, and beat him up real bad, and make him quit. It make him not see angles that he's never seen before. I think the only person that made him see those angles was Venom Page, but he ain't got no power. He just tricky. And Mike just kept coming forward, so he gonna eat that shit. But if you meet somebody with power and understand those angles, oh man, that's just a walk through the park.
Yeah, because I didn't see him getting no angles, moving. It was a good fight. Alvarez looked like he just ain't a fighter no more. He quit on the stool, so that was very disappointing. But I guess that's who they want to hire to fight for them. They just want to hire people with some type of
Shit, it
name.
looks like they look. Nobody want to fight him. They gotta hype somebody up to fight him. Alvarez didn't want that fight. He got hooked. You know what, Mitch? I'm gonna take this 200,000, this 100,000, and go. I ain't gotta sit up here and get beat up like this.
Right here, build this man up. All right, BKFC. Build Miguel the Gran Tomes up. Bill, can you hear me? Build him up and give him 2-3 fights, and then boom, right there, and he'll be ready for y'all. He ready right now to fight him, but
Yeah, I'm ready right now.
shit.
Right. My boy Tommy Aaron, I was like, man, that guy look familiar as fuck. And then I saw him, he walked by me, I'm like, bro, I didn't know you fucking did BKF. He like, I didn't either until like 5 days ago. And then I seen the black guy he fought, I was like, oh man, that guy don't know what the fuck he's in for. Because I know Tommy. Tommy's a technician too. We come from the same background. I was like, you gonna beat the fuck out this dude. And that guy probably didn't even know it. And that's what happened. He got frustrated and he just got beat. But he didn't really know what to do with him.
Yeah.
Tommy's really good. He's a veteran. He done had 20 pro fights. The whole time I was sitting on the sideline, Andrew, this motherfucker still fighting. He got something pro fights. Local. Check him out, man. If you want to see some exciting shit, go and check out my boy Tommy Aaron.
Is that the end game for you in the fight world? Is that is bare knuckle?
Yeah. Ain't nothing like head kicking somebody or breaking and doing a Kimura and snapping their arm. Ain't nothing like that. As you get older, man, that's where that money's at, man.
I didn't even know they was paying like that. So you taught me something already. Cause I'm like,
Oh yeah, they pay. Cause I remember Chris Lieben. I remember his first fight. I was like, damn, I got paid. I was like, damn, they paying like that. You get ready. He said, you get ready. I can get you on. He said, they're looking for guys. I'm like, fuck. I had to have surgery, so,
Oh yeah, that was a few years ago.
So, yeah, I had to have surgery, so it was like, I don't want to cheat myself. I don't want to just be somebody's highlight reel because I'm not the best version of me. And I knew I wasn't because I was going through surgery. And I had took a couple last minute fights before my surgeries. Because I knew that was the best shape I was going to be in. And those were my 2 losses. It was the last 2 fights I took. I was like, man, whatever. I'm going to just take these 2 fights and get a paycheck and go home.
Shout out to Chris Lieben, man. I know he fought Anderson Silva. He held some records.
That motherfucker's an ogre. That motherfucker's a big piece of steel walking around this bitch. Like a fucking brick, too. When he hit you, it's at a weird angle, too.
We different weight classes, but I'm pretty sure he was taking it mild on me, but he's still throwing his technique. But I ended up with bruises on my leg and shit from his heavy ass leg kick. I was like, damn. Speaking of injuries, you ever fought with injuries?
Yeah. Hand injuries. But that's it. I've been blessed. I'm not gonna lie. It's either been like a hand injury and that's from me punching, throwing overhands and catching people in the top of the head, or like me overtraining because I don't want to be the person that gasses out. So I would overtrain and I would strain my quad sometimes or my hamstring. But other than that, it didn't really matter. By the time I hit the fight, my adrenaline running. So a little bit, I don't even remember. I don't even remember the pain. Once you step in the ring and it's time to go, it really doesn't matter. I signed a contract. I've never backed out of a fight. I just can't. My ego and my brain can't take it. That's some bitch shit. Like, bitch, just take the fight. You done worked all of this time. Why the fuck? This is as good as you're gonna be. So why not take the fight? Like, it's not like you're gonna be better in a week.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people don't know too. Behind the scenes, it's a lot of fighters who back out. Like you be training for one fighter, And then and this is before the UFC, before that level. This is you coming up in that circuit, up and coming circuit. There's no contracts and things like that. So
Yeah.
no money. So people could back out whenever they want, which they do. They'll back out the day before, the
Yeah,
day
yeah.
of.
They want to fight to win. They want to win in front of their family and friends. Those are people I'm talking about. Them are not fighters. Them bitches. Them
Yeah,
fucking martial artists that want to be special and want some glory.
yeah,
Nah, man. You gonna go in here. Man, I applaud them. I done seen fucking dope heads go and fight on circuits like 4 times in one night.
yeah,
I applaud them over a bitch ass motherfucker. Because I had that. I remember one fight I had, it was like my third fight. This motherfucker acted like he had no fight. This Russian guy. And he had, and then my coach looked him up. He said, man, yeah, he didn't have a shit ton of fights. He's acting like he's. I said, man, he said, do you want to take it? I'm like, the fuck I trained for? You think I trained just to fucking back out because he had more fights than me? I don't give a fuck. I'm with it. And I ended up winning the fight.
yeah.
Ended up winning the fight. It was a war, but I'll let you know, I'm on my third fight. He on his like 10th, 11th.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and he fighting in different countries. You know that, like even me, my fights in Thailand, they don't count over here. So you can get experience in other parts of the world, and those don't count in sanctioned fights in America.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
And people think you got no fights and you got 100 fights coming from Thailand.
yeah, exactly. Like a Thai guy coming in and fighting. And he's 0-0. You finna get the fuck beat out you. Like, this bitch is not. He been fighting since he was 7.
Bunk out, what the fuck? That's
Walk out, yeah.
nigga, what you mean he ain't got this nigga got an 8-pack and he's kicking down bamboo trees and shit. What you mean?
For real.
But yeah, I got a relatable story to that. Actually, it was my very first Muay Thai fight. It was in Paula, California at the Paula Casino. And Janix Alves is my Muay
Shout
Thai.
out to Janix. That's my boy.
Shout out to Janix. Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while, but I hope he's doing well. I know he's still out there in San Diego training people because that's what he do. But yeah, Janix Alves, he was my trainer at the time. And this is my very first Muay Thai fight. I should be trained long months for this one moment type thing. And at this time, like I said, this is really years of training because this is my first Muay Thai fight. And Janix, he's that type of trainer, man. He knows what his fighters can and cannot do, but he will also shield the fighter from certain information. So he never told me. I'm pretty sure he knew. He never told me who I was fighting. So we in the back, we getting wrapped up, and the referee comes back, or somebody from the organization comes back there, and this is my first Muay Thai fight, supposed to be amateur. So we got shin pads on and supposed to be headgear. Somebody from organization comes back and was like, hey, your opponent has more than 5 fights. He said it like that, emphasize he has more than 5 fights, so he doesn't want to wear headgear or shin pads. And Janix looks at me, son, what you want to do? And I said, same thing you said. I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm here to fucking fight. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. So he's all right. Janix is laughing. Okay, let's go. We go. You know what I'm saying? We wrap up. We gloved up, and I'm in the hallway. The guy gets introduced first. I'm staying warmed up. I'm bouncing. I'm fucking ready. And I hear over the intercom the announcer introducing the guy. They flew this dude in from Vegas. He's an ex such and such Muay Thai champion. This dude didn't have fucking a 15, 20 fight, whatever. And like I said, it was a Muay Thai event. So it was a straight Muay Thai event. And, you know, with the music, all that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I got some footage of it still somewhere. And yeah, so fucking, and I'm like, damn, I'm bouncing around. This is my first fight. I'm hearing this dude, ex-champion, that. I look at Janix to my left, and this fucking Filipino motherfucker sitting there just grinning. And I swear to God, my only words that came out of my mouth was like, because I'm there. I ain't obviously about to back out. I'm pumped up. My next words, I said, we about to put that shit to the test. and that motherfucker passed. Cause I'm gonna say this: he won by a split decision, and I had a point deducted. Because the very first round, obviously, I went in there and I threw it like a fucking leg kick. That nigga didn't move. I moved, and he fucking kicked me so fucking hard. And he kicked me from close range. He's experienced. Like, we almost clinched up. He had, that proper Muay Thai chopping. Bow. I was like, fuck. In my mind, I was like, I'm abandoning kicks because my kicks wasn't about to do shit. I went all boxing on that nigga. Just tearing this shit up. And I didn't even know of the shit, so I got a point deducted by breaking the rules or whatever because I was MMA trained still, but yeah, but
so why did they deduct the point from you?
Because I caught the dude's kick, he tried to teep me, and I just started drilling him. And in Muay Thai, you only put if you catch a kick, you're only either
one or two steps,
yeah, one or two steps or one strike type thing. And but still, the ref was hating because the guy was an authentic Muay Thai champion, whatever. Because that was only one. I didn't get a warning before that. He deducted a point, and then so they gave it to the other guy on a split decision. But people know who won that fucking fight because I landed way more punches. Because the guy kicks was obviously phenomenal, but he had my fucking knee all bruised up. My leg was all fucked up after. Back of my knee was all swollen. I was limping. I seen him in the casino later that night limping, but we hugged it out. That shit was cool.
Yeah. That's how it is. Usually, whoever you fight, y'all become friends.
Yeah, you do. You do. And it's even when you train with people, that's what people understand. It's almost like being in the military. You build up a camaraderie because you're literally bleeding and sweating with this person, putting your health on the line. Like if coming up, even though I don't have a fight coming up, but you need bodies. All right, fuck it. Out of shape. I'm gonna get in there and let you fuck me up. You probably gonna fuck me up because I'm out of shape. But that's what being a good training partner is, a good friend in that world. It's kind of crazy. It's like being a good friend, I'm gonna punch you in the face. I know you still fight, you still train and all that, but I know more so you're more of an entrepreneur these days. Would you say that?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess I've always had the entrepreneurial spirit. It's been me since I can remember. It runs in the family. Teach, real estate, military, travel. Yeah, I've done a lot, man. Life's been good. God's been good.
Yeah,
For sure.
you got property to rent out. Do you have property to rent out right now?
Yeah. Yep. We got rental properties in San Diego and Marietta.
With them, y'all looking for a spot to stay? Tap in with them.
Yeah, I only deal with luxury, so if you ain't got luxury money, don't talk to me.
And you do got some very nice spots too. Very, like you said, luxury, good quality. And you even do some of the work. You can even demo somebody's stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can't. Yeah, I learned that from my cousin. You know what I'm saying? I got a cousin in Chicago, Jeremy. He's doing what I'm doing, but he's putting $1 million into a property and selling it for 5. This motherfucker, he on a whole nother level. This motherfucker, and he's like my older mentor, man. He got it all, man. I got a cousin named Marvin too. They all show me what to aspire for, and that's pretty much in my family. It's been a standard that's been set. So that standard made me like, I'm not doing as big as them, but hey, I'm doing good enough for me. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. Hell yeah.
Man, get that bare knuckle fight, then I'll be really doing good, boy. I take all of that shit, invest it. I take that whole 600,000. I throw that in the market and live like a peasant.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, now you definitely know what you're doing. You a full-time entrepreneur. I'm happy for you, bro. For real, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You live in
I'm happy for you, bro. Like I've watched you grow. I'm telling you, like, because I was thinking about that. You don't know about like people's history, but I was like, man, this nigga been rocking together for a long time. And I'm just a genuine guy. Like you knew my ex-wife, and who would have thought that we would click at a party?
Yeah.
And then you like, oh, bye. Like, man, well, come to the gym. And then you come to the gym, but then you end up, I don't know if you got out the military or you transferred.
You forgot a step. It was just universal Wade, we were supposed to be homies, you know what I'm saying? We were supposed to meet because we met at a party, but then I seen you on base with Cedric up there in the
Oh,
I didn't even like many. Cedric was just like I never
Cedric's a fucking beast. He on death row. Shout out to my boy Ceddy, boy.
from the people that hit me the
This
hardest.
nigga, yeah, said that.
Like,
So that's my introduction into fighting. A nigga trying to kill you. And then he do it with a smile. You okay?
yeah. After he rocked
Are
your
you are
ring,
you okay?
you're okay, and then
You
he's
want to fight?
let's go.
Like, yeah, I want to keep fighting. Okay. Like, I'm like, this nigga's insane.
For the viewers out there, let me describe something, y'all. If a man walks up to you and he has never met you or never seen you before, and he says these words to you,
You want to spar?
you want to spar? You better know how to protect yourself or what to do. If you don't, say no. Say fucking no. Because that man, I felt like I had a little something under my belt already from boxing, you know what I'm saying? A little bit. That motherfucker, man, he was a different level. He said
Yeah, Cedric the Spider-Man Marks, man.
had literally
Cedric.
the first time I ever experienced ringing in the ears. Damn, that shit's real, like the movies.
Yeah, because that's what he had. He knew he had that. This motherfucker had 60, 70 fights.
Yeah.
Pro fights.
Crazy, man. But he was a I don't know about a good trainer, but I didn't even know him that well as a person. But
Yeah, like he was my trainer.
yeah,
Me and this big guy. I'm big. I'm probably bigger. If I'm 235, that's how big. What was his name? Carl. That's how big he was. He was like 235. But back then, I fought at 55, and so I walked around like 180, 175. But I was strong for my size. And so we were all training partners. We would train over Mark Olson's gym over in
yep. Shout out to Mark.
yeah, shout out to Mark, man. Mark is the guy who got me into CSW, Combat Submission Wrestling. That's the reason why I go to Fullerton. Eric Paulson is for that reason because Mark Olson was a fucking terror. He was an amazing dude. So it was fighting back in the day is glamour at night. We was in a fucking gym sparring with no electricity, a candle, a bathroom with no plumbing. You go in there and take a shit or a piss, you about to throw up. And then you got to go back out and spar. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody there to stop you. There's no police. There's no motherfucking referees. It's just like men being men. And some guys were more skilled than others. And so it was a great time. It was a great time.
Yeah, Washington. That's how it happened though. In Washington was we met at the party, then in the gym, and then you was like we met at the gym on base, and then you was like, yo, come to Full Circle, the other gym, and then boom, yeah, and then shit.
Yeah. You met the fucking death and destruction. In the beginning, mostly people that do that is mentally ill. There's no sane person that fucking signs up. I remember a fucking promoter or a coach or something at a fight meeting saying that.
Yeah,
He said, yeah, we're all here to fight. So none of us are really mentally healthy. I'm like, and I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, it's a different thing to fight, but it's another thing to sign up to fight knowing you might get your ass beat or you might win. That is, I wouldn't say crazy. That takes a lot of courage. Most people don't have that type of courage.
I,
You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
for you to have that type of courage, you gotta have a couple screws loose. You know what I'm saying? Like for me to be an entrepreneur, I had to just believe. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I just believe it's gonna happen. And it happened.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna say, yeah, you surprised, but you like, I put the work in so I deserve it, but you still like, damn. I didn't expect that shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, that's fighting in a nutshell.
Yeah, nah, hey, that's some real shit. No, that's some real ass shit. You about to get hit in the face. You got to be a little. a little loopy. Think I'm about to get hit in the face, and you're cool with being hit in the face type shit.
It makes a distinct line because some people are like that, and some people are like, I'm not gonna get touched because you have those guys that are being built, so they're out. The promotion makes sure that they're more experienced. So since they're more experienced, the confidence that they have is that you don't know as much as they know, and they have a whole promotion behind them, on an amateur level, sometimes on a pro, including the judges. So you have this false sense of confidence. So, I'm lucky to never had that. I've won all my fans from beating the odds because I've never been the hometown favorite. I've been the other guy that comes in.
Yeah, I feel you. Yep. Say I was always on the B side of the card for a minute, for a long time, and yeah, fucking same thing. That's how fighters people want to expect you to win, and when you win in the fashion you win in, they love, especially a knockout or something like that. You on the map, man. That's why knockouts are important.
Yeah, absolutely.
What would you have to say to any up and coming fighters listening in right now? What good advice would you have to give to them, if any?
Hmm. Okay, that's a good question. The advice that I have for up and coming fighters is the best thing you could do is get in a good gym that has a great track record with people that have actually had fights. And if
Yeah.
they actually have fights on the pro and amateur level, then they have relationships and they have connections.
Yep, I agree. That's key. That's key. And then let's talk about trainers real quick. What should a up and coming fighter look for? Telltale signs to look for in a trainer to see what are some of the signs that tell that fighter this is not a good trainer to go with. What do you think?
I would say one is this person doing this because he's experiencing it and this is all he knows and he wants to do it and he
Yeah,
wants to pass this information on to you. Or is he a goofy ass motherfucker that's trying to sell you something? If he's trying to play on you and make you feel insecure and sell you something and say, hey, if you don't do it with me, then you tell you may not make it. Nah. You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure that your trainer is competent. He has a fight IQ and he's experienced. If he doesn't have those three things, then he shouldn't be training you because what the fuck is he going to train you into? What is he
yeah,
going to show you that you can't learn on YouTube?
exactly. What are you gonna learn from a fucking ice cream man? The ice cream man gonna train you? What the fuck he gonna teach you how to ice cream? Like,
What I want to do? I want to do here. I punch here. And you go to yeah. Man, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, boy. Back in the day, when you had Pride, you had fucking UFC, but Pride was the one that was paying them.
Pride was like no rules too. You could kick him on the ground like in the face.
Man, they need to bring that back. That'll stop a lot of this fucking jiu-jitsu gay shit. Bitch, that shit don't work if you get soccer kicked.
Yeah,
Half of that shit don't work. De La
yeah.
Hiva, bitch, fuck you. Yeah. It's about the rule sets. It's about the rule settings.
They always say you could punch them a belt down. So if the black belt, you could when you punch them, they're a brown belt. When a brown, same thing, so on and so forth. Brown belt, what is it? Purple belt next.
Oh yeah, because those guys are only tough around people that they have been.
Yeah, but
They. It's the difference between a fucking hardcore motherfucker that wants to fight for money
yeah,
and a fucking privileged motherfucker that did jujitsu that can afford $200 and $250 a month for the last 20 years and become a black belt. That's different.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, yeah, he might have some insights and some technicalities. And he could beat the average person, but hey, you might run across that one motherfucker that's hungry, that fucking made ends meet with what he had and tear your ass off the bone.
and tear your ass off the bone. And I respect jujitsu. I just want to say it now. I do respect jujitsu. I respect all forms of fighting except Krav Maga and except
Oh yeah, Krav Maga gay.
it's a few other ones. Yeah, Krav Maga is out there. Taekwondo is
Taekwondo gay. It teaches you good technique.
As a kid, well, not
But
for
it's so kick heavy, bitch. Ain't nobody kicking in all this like a taekwondo guy punch you and push back and kick, bitch. That's not efficient. That's not the most efficient way to use your energy.
I feel like Muay Thai kicks, which they're a lot heavier than Taekwondo. That's why I said Taekwondo is borderline, but I respect it. But Krav Maga, not at all. Uh,
Okay,
I
for the viewers, Google Taekwondo versus Muay Thai, and that'll show you how most of those fights will go. If
Google.
you Google that and you see that fight, you'll see how most of those fights will go.
I haven't even seen it, but I'll tell you right now. That's what I said. I'm a Muay
And they're doing nothing but kicks. It's a Muay Thai guy and a Taekwondo guy.
Thai.
Nothing but kicks. No punches. And you'll see who wins. You'll be like, oh, yeah, this is more effective.
Muay Thai kicks are way more effective. They're way harder. They damage you type thing. And yeah, Taekwondo is, but it's good for the kids. Taekwondo is good for the kids.
Yeah, yeah. Especially like I wouldn't do a 540 kick, but like a spinning hook kick, Edson Barbosa. There's certain techniques that I've learned from capoeira and taekwondo that they're effect. You just have to know what's realistic, what will work in a normal setting,
Yeah.
a realistic situation, what will work. And doing a 540 kick, man, one, it looks nice, but why are you gonna waste all that energy? And then you do that kick and nigga fucking grab your ass midair and slam you on the concrete.
Yeah.
That did nothing. So you just have to just understand some things are for confidence, and that's what Taekwondo does. Those Korean and those people they've already established a system, and the system is financial where they can make money. So they're gonna push that shit. Will it work?
Like Bruce Lee said, I'm a big fan of Bruce Lee. You take what you can from anywhere and just get rid of the useless information.
And yeah. You take what yeah, that's JKD. It says you take what is useful for you, your height, your body type, your strength,
Yeah.
your ability level. You take what's useful and you learn the rest, you discard it because it doesn't apply to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in a certain situation, you can't sit out on a jab. But a motherfucker that's 6'9", he's an amateur fighter. Yeah, he can sit out on a jab, win every fight. He can be 99-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
But your short ass, like Mike Tyson, you can't do that. You got to get in and fucking beat the fuck out of this bitch.
Right.
If
Right.
you don't do that, you're gonna lose the fight.
Yeah. And you're right. And I think a lot of times too, like Bruce Lee said, be like water is just like a lot of fighters try to go into a fight like with a game plan. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hit him with this and hit him with that. But that's not
Mm-hmm.
really the way it works because you don't know if that's gonna be open for you to do. So you got to be like water. Just have
Yeah,
your weapons
yeah,
ready.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What that person presents you with is what you exploit, and yeah, that's
Exactly.
fighting.
That's what you took because you don't know what your opponent is actually gonna do. So all you just react. You let your weapons react when they're supposed to when the time is right. And really, yeah, that's fighting because you don't know what's ever gonna happen.
If you
Yeah,
don't have a good knowledge, you should just call the police. You should not engage. You call the police. Authorities will deal with that.
that goes to say too for me. You see me in society with my AR or any of my guns, just know I'm not gonna harm you. But I'll be the one who save your ass in a situation somebody comes in the mall or some shit like that and starts shooting up the place. I will save your ass. So don't call the cops on
You
me.
walking around with ARs at the mall, you need to go to jail.
No, not my
You walking around the mall with ARs, nigga, like a pistol, yeah.
Well, no, that's
Concealed.
that's the big boy shit at the yeah. I know what's going on in this picture right here. I just pulled it off your Instagram, but yeah, that picture right there. Can you see
I see that. I remember that.
you in the pink and you got a killer male on your lap with a
Killer, yeah, killing male.
male.
Those are some good times, man.
And
Yeah.
she was
So
just
I got you in the fighting. You
Yeah.
got me into showbiz.
Yeah.
Because you are resourceful as fuck.
Cause thank
So,
you, brother. Yeah.
I didn't even know who the fuck Killer Mel was, but when I met her, I'm like, oh, she's legit.
She was
She's
a
legit.
WB champion at the time, woman's WB champion at the time. Shout out to Killer Mel, actually.
Man, she's still fighting now.
Crazy.
That bitch still fighting.
I bet you she is. Yeah, she was in great shape. Like she was just full of energy. All the
Phenomenal breast. Phenomenal breast.
yeah. I know she. I remember she loved to twerk for. I remember at the time,
Oh man, yeah, yeah.
her song.
Hey,
That
hey, we was in Atlanta, boy. We in my hometown. My brother taking us around and shit.
was a great.
That shit was dope, boy. I was like, man, Killer Mel.
That,
I didn't even realize.
yeah.
I didn't realize girls from New York was like that.
That was my first time meeting anybody from New York like that. But yeah, I had a great time. We met Dick Gregory. That was before he passed at
Yeah,
the
rest in peace, Dick Gregory.
yeah.
Hilarious.
Dick Gregory he was hilarious, and that was my first time at the Waffle House. So thank you for that. Yeah, you and your bro took me to the Waffle.
Oh yeah. So that was your first time? I ain't real. Man, bro, I don't even remember. But I do remember those. Yeah, we went to Centennial Park. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? You got to see the big ass Ferris wheel. And
yeah,
then, yep, we went to the motherfucking Waffle House.
yeah. It was a great experience overall. It would have topped it off if we would have won the show and won the 250.
Yeah. We was supposed to win this show. But yeah, would have topped it off if,
Yeah, but we know what happened now. I don't know if we want to give her any
man,
more.
fuck that bitch.
Yeah,
Man, that bitch. Man, I seen that bitch since then. I'm like, bitch, I don't even want to talk to you. Don't talk to me. You're a fucking quitter and a loser. Like, I ain't got it. And I told that bitch to run. I said, you do cardio today? I would call her. And she was like, yeah, I did like cardio in the gym. I did 50 squats with 50 squats. That's not cardio, bitch. I'm talking about road work, running miles,
yo,
ho.
yeah. Oh, even thinking about it, get my blood boiling a little bit. Like we had $250,000 on the line. That would have been 50
Bro,
grand.
they literally picked us to win. We went against ballerinas and handicapped veterans. There's no reason we should have lost.
And we were, if you remember, we were in the lead for the first three obstacles. We had a significant lead
Yeah,
until
we were killing them.
she fucking quit.
And
Yeah.
this bitch quit.
Oh my God. And I get it. The lights is bright sometimes. I think that might would have happened. I think she got like real nervous and the nerves got to her. The lights got bright, whatever. But
It's not her fault. It's Raquel Miller's fault. Pretty beast. That bitch was supposed to fight.
it would
She
have
was
been,
supposed to come with me, but she had a fight coming up. So she was like, I can't do it. Man, if we would have had Raquel Miller, she a dog. So we would have won that shit.
we were all fighters except for her, and that's who quit. But she looked like a beastie ass woman, but no, she was not. You know, she looked like Wonder Woman, but some people may wonder if she was a woman.
Oh yeah.
Nah, man, shout out. I don't remember her name. I don't give a fuck what her name was. To be honest, she
Uh,
cost me money.
Vanessa, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was Vanessa. I put a lot of fucking effort into that. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of effort into that show. You already know
Fuck
because
that bitch,
I
man.
did it with the network, yeah, and then I had to shoot the videos for everybody individually. And at the time, I was living outside of San Diego, so I had to move. What happened to you? I'm not gonna finish the story till you get back. I had to drive down to 2 hours of San Diego to shoot these videos with everybody because that's what the team was. We had to train. I had to go home, edit all the videos. I put a lot into that, a lot, and yeah, and for her to just quit like that, oh my God. It looked like Miguel is having technical issues. I'm gonna finish the story. He'll be back. And yeah, and I edited all the videos. And when I mean she quit, we had a team of 5, and now it went down to 4. She was laying on the ground, just acting like. it was exhausted. And I trained with her. We trained leading up to it. We all trained together as a team. She didn't show no signs of quitting, but she always act like she was extremely exhausted and all that. It was just horrible, to be honest. It was a fun time, but that experience, that her just quitting like that, and after that, we didn't stand a chance. We got literally beat by dancers. They were Broadway dancers, I will say that, and people that were veterans who were basically had disabilities, because like I think one of the guys on the other team, he had his picture went viral for running the Boston Marathon holding the flag, American flag, and he was on the team, and so his people had missing a limb, but they had the fake legs and all that. But they were, and I told the team too, they were combat ready. Don't underestimate them, because everything is mental. Everything's starting to mind. Remember, a fight is 80% mental, 20% physical. But the dancers, the Broadway dancers, they actually who won the show, because you go in one heat, it's 3 teams that go at once. So you go, whoever get the best time win against the chorus. And the Broadway dancers beat us, but they actually won the whole entire show as well. So we didn't get beat by nobody, but we got beat. Do you consider yourself an activist, black activist?
Yeah. I feel like it's your responsibility.
Yep. So I can dig that for sure. So I got some jokes I want to test against you, and they might get a little racist, but I didn't do just black though. I got a little mixture of everybody in there.
Okay.
And in order for me to really see if they're good, you can't laugh. Don't laugh. And
Okay.
try not to laugh. And if I make you laugh, then that's how I know jokes might be pretty good. I might be onto something, you know.
All right. Yeah, I won't laugh then. Shit.
All right. But remember, I'm warning you. 'Cause I know you're activists. You don't come through the screen and choke me out.
I
But
might. I'm not gonna say I won't. I'm not gonna say I won't. It just depends on the joke. This is if it's too insensitive, I might have to come through the screen and choke you out. I'm sorry. Don't blame me. Don't blame you. Blame the actions.
it's a reaction to every action. Okay, look, check it. Wait. Oh, look, this was not even racist. I was an intelligent weightlifter, so upset.
Because he realized that he was counting the weights on the barbell, but he wasn't adding the weight of the barbell to his total.
They were upset because they had to work with dumbbells.
I love you, bro, but that's goofy.
Here go. Why are most black people so tall?
I would disagree.
I got
Black comes from America. America, blacks means ex-slave.
black people so tall because they Negroes.
Ah, that's funny. Yeah. Now you got me. That's a good one. That's a good one. They Negroes.
Oh,
I'm 100% Negro.
I didn't told you I got.
1,000% Negro.
Why do white people own so many pets?
That's in their budget.
No, because they can't own people anymore.
Ah, chuckle.
What? Why do white people not like paying Uno and Mexicans?
Uno with Mexicans? I don't know. This is one I can't get.
Because Mexicans always try to take the green cards.
Oh, that's the Mexican as the new white. Shit.
Okay, here goes one. Why aren't there riots when white people die by the cops?
I wouldn't say there aren't riots.
Let me answer for you. Because white people have work in the morning. White people can't say the N word, sure. But at least they can say phrases like, "Thank for the warning, officer," and "Hello, father. Nice to see you."
What? Man, cut that out, man. I'm lost, man. I'm like, what? I don't know about that, boss. I don't know about that, boss.
Oh, What do you call slaves who don't want to work?
Slaves that don't want to work. American?
NWA, niggas with attitude.
Man, you sound like an Uncle Tom more and more every joke. That's not even funny. That's something some razor white person would say with no historical context.
Okay, no more jokes, because I don't want you to come through the camera and choke me. I have some questions for you just to pick your brain real quick. So, what's one thing that you've done that you'll never do again?
Ooh, man, shit.
It, it could be anything. It could be a person.
Fuck a prostitute with no condom.
Oh, dog.
That's the one thing I won't ever do again. What the fuck I was thinking? That was tripping, bitch. I was fucking too loaded and fucking drunk. Nigga, that's the dumbest shit in the world. Man, I'll never do that shit again. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ. You ponder right now, think about it. Damn, she has some good pussy.
You saw that bitch. That's the bitch that fucking when I took my shirt off.
I remember the time I was like, you did, oh, I was like, oh my God.
You remember, you was there. I was hot. I just took my shirt off. And then the bitch came and grabbed me and it grabbed my dick. I'm like, let's go home. Let's go. And then I'm like, I'm fucking her and then she takes the condom off. And
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, I ain't gonna stop that good pussy. And then I nutted her. She got mad. She started hitting me. I'm like, no, I do not. I'm like,
Ah.
you took the condom off? What the fuck? Bitch, it's your problem now. Nigga ain't my problem.
Bitch, if I'm gonna risk AIDS, bitch, I'm busting all the business.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Yeah, hey, thank God you didn't get the HIV.
Man, I got tested like a motherfucker after that. Forever. I was scared. I was like, nigga, that was. Once you nut and you sober up, you like, that
What the
was
hell did I just do? It leads me to my next question. It might be the same answer. What's something you purchased that you regretted immediately?
a luxury car.
Yeah, buying cars brand new off the lot is a horrible investment. Horrible.
Especially if it's luxury. You lease luxury.
Next question. What's one thing that you can't live without? And one thing, one item.
My fiance pussy hole.
Okay, there you go. Shout out to fiance.
Man. Lick that asshole and then the kids are gonna come after that. Yeah, that's one thing I can't live without. My baby, I love you.
Yeah.
And then my children that's gonna come out that fucking gutter.
If Miguel El Gran Thomas found out you had only 24 hours to live, what would you do in that 24 hours?
I bust in every fucking living soul I could. I bust in all of them.
You gonna have 100 babies in 24 hours.
Yeah, that's it.
You going out with flat nuts.
I'm scared. I'm popping pills. I'm doing cocaine, Molly. I'm doing everything, ecstasy. I'm doing everything to keep my fucking desire going to take me off the fact I'm gonna die in 24 hours. And I'm nutting in all of them. A new pussy every fucking couple hours. I'm
Hey,
nutting in.
can't nobody tell you how to die. That's one thing. Can't nobody tell you how to die. So you gotta do your thing, player. Spread your seed, player. Last question. If you had the opportunity to be the first person on Mars, but it's a one-way trip, you're not gonna return. Would you be that person? So you would be the first person on Mars to help build a whole society. Like you would set up for the new world.
No, I'm good. No, fuck no. I would never do that because there's no track record of success. So if there was a record of success, if there was two or three families have been out there for 100 years, and they've lived and
What if they sent a woman out there with you? No, matter of fact, what if they sent 5 women out there with you so you could start breeding?
it still wouldn't matter.
So you just ain't fucking with it. Got you, got you. Yeah. Matter of fact, oh, real quick, tell the people where they could find you at, like where hashtag, your phone number, email, whatever you address, whatever you want to leave.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Miguel Legrand Tomas.
You'll be able to see it, right?
Yeah, underscore Miguel Legrand Tomas. And you also can follow me on TikTok at Miguel Legrand Tomas. And also, I'm on YouTube.
You got a tip.
Not YouTube, but Facebook at El Miguel El Gran Tomas.
Miguel.
So you follow me on all those platforms, you'll find me. You'll find me. You'll find some comedy. You'll find some truth.
Yeah, you'll definitely find this truth.
You'll find some truth.
And
You'll find some great advice.
like I said, don't forget we talked about, man, this dude, like I said, if you want some training, definitely get training. You need a spot to stay. San
Training.
Diego, Marietta, he got some rental property for you. Well, he got a fiance, ladies, so stay back, ladies. You know,
I'll smack you in the head with my dick, though.
he'll smack you in the head with, like you said. Yeah. But y'all stay tuned as he go to the bathroom. I'm gonna grab some more weed, and we're gonna be right back. So we're gonna hear the word. Y'all stay tuned. July 22nd, unbelief. Now, he could do no mighty work there except that he had laid his hands on a few sick people and healed them, and he marveled because of their unbelief. Mark chapter 6, verse 5 through 6. Throughout the area of Galilee, Jesus met with throngs of people. Everywhere he went, he brought blessings. He comforted the brokenhearted. He healed the blind and the lame. He preached the good news to the poor. By the time he returned to Nazareth, a multitude of believers followed in tow. But Nazareth didn't believe or didn't receive Jesus the way others had. No sick were brought to him, no hurting came for comfort. Instead, the unbelieving people stood by watching and scoffing and questioning. Where did this hometown boy get his wisdom? Where did he get his power? Our limitations come when we refuse to receive God's power. Jesus loved the people in his hometown just as he loved the people everywhere he went. There was much he wanted to do for them, but their unbelief kept them from receiving. His power wasn't limited. God's power is limited by nothing. The limitation came in their refusal to receive God's power. Because of their unbelief, they didn't bring the lame, the blind, or the sick. They didn't give Jesus an opportunity to minister. Jesus wants to bless you today. He wants to heal, soothe, and teach you. But when you forget he is there and he is able, when you keep him at arm's length because of your unbelief, you rob yourself of blessings. Be aware of the danger of unbelief. Guard your heart. Nurture your faith in Jesus that you would never limit his work in your life. Prayer. Father, we pray that we would not be guilty of unbelief. Help us to trust you to do that work in our lives. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Believe. And stop hating on people from your hometown. And we back. PacMan with Miguel El Gran Tomes. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you got some valuable information, especially you up and coming fighters out there. If you have any questions about fighting or you want to know anything, maybe whatever we went over, or if you want to further cut into the conversation, just go ahead and leave a comment under this video. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. I don't know where you're watching this right now.
You can subscribe, bitches.
And subscribe. Remember, every Monday, 8 p.m., brand new episode. Monday, 8 p.m., fucking 2000 for you military folks. Every Monday, brand new episodes. Season 1, Coby Lobby is going down. Why? I just realized why you got a yellow blanket on.
I have a little yellow blanket on because I'm a little chilly. I'm a little chilly, so I'm trying to stay warm.
You trying to stay warm, but you trying. I get it now. Stay warm, man. Don't need to freeze. But
What you want to do then? You act like you want to do something like Bitch, I come through the motherfucking camera and choke your ass.
This
my fucking red fucking killer suit.
Damn, you did a whole wardrobe change. What you got that on for? What your killer suit?
I'm not gonna do no talking. I'm about to do some walking.
Oh, you didn't like them black jokes, did you?
Nope.
Did you cut it? Yo!
Like him, this would be a little bit easier. This can go bad more than it can go good. You funky bitches.
I didn't think I feel. I'm about to get choked.
Yeah, I'm like, this nigga crazy.
Still recording, right? We're good.
Fuck. I gotta take a piss now. Sorry.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Hey,
I don't want to pass out and pee on myself.
Yeah, this shit crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I didn't agree to it at this point.
Don't be no bitch.
Oh
Don't
my
be no
god.
bitch. Squeeze.
Oh my
All
god.
right, we're doing one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna exhale. I'll exhale to make it easier.
Nigga is stupid.
Man, this is Coby Lobby. I'm PacMan. It's my first stunt. I'm about to get choked the fuck out. Passed out. Let's do it. Never before. Yep, look great.
Good.
I am good.
Man.
Get that blood flowing.
Damn.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
I feel great.
Man,
That's how I feel.
I literally, I
Yeah,
feel like
great
I was
sleep.
just in a dream.
Yeah, it's like
right
a
now.
great sleep.
I
Yeah.
literally had,
Yeah.
I was thinking about some shit.
Yeah, I see it leaving.
I was
Come back.
thinking about something right now. And I can't even remember what I was just thinking about. But I literally, when I came back, I forgot what the fuck we was doing. That's why I came back.
The
I
look on
started
your face
looking
like-
around like, what the fuck are you doing? That's why I looked at like,
He looked at me like, what you doing, my
I was literally like,
That's hilarious, dude.
I feel great. Thank you.
Yeah,
that was-
Thank you. Thank you.
Man.
Yeah,
I don't even think that was 8
Oh.
seconds.
Nah, it wasn't.
Like
It wasn't.
4.
Yeah,
I
it's so cool.
Yeah,
It was like four.
that was, hey, that was cool. It wasn't as bad as I
Damn.
thought it would be. You know what? Let's go. I'm gonna start fighting again. That's not that bad. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah, if a rest there, if not, you fucking brain dead.
hey, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. You just gave me a first time experience that I never experienced.
That was
Oh, like.
If those you didn't know, got a little tear coming up. You can choke somebody out in under 10 seconds, especially if you catch them. That's why I exhaled on purpose to try to make it fast. I wasn't trying to get choked all day. Especially you catch them when they're exhaled, there's no lungs, no air in their lungs. But still, even with that, you can choke somebody out completely in 10 seconds. And so just so you guys didn't know, this is Coby Lobby. That just happened. I feel good.
about 6 seconds.
Yeah.
About 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, because I was like,
I don't feel
about
great.
8 seconds
I don't
to 10
feel great.
seconds.
Yeah,
That's bad.
yeah. That's what I was looking for. I said
That was
just so
solid.
we could, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not let it go past 8. You know,
Yeah.
that was solid. Yeah, that was solid. That was solid. Hey, man.
Thank you, Big Dave,
You did
cameraman. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. I'm alive.
Your heart could have fucking had a fucking palpitation and then you died.
What?
And then they were like, how did it happen?
What?
Oh, you're charged with murder.
What?
Like, what the fuck? Like, hey, I was just doing a podcast.
I'm going to jail. I'm still pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. Give me some. Just to walk you guys through the whole feeling.
Don't try this at home.
Don't try this shit at home, but just to walk you through the whole feeling, wasn't that bad. Like I said, I was here, and it's just like the movies, how like it like slowly goes out into one little. Yeah, that's what I remember. You the paramedic, last thing I seen, and then I didn't even know I was out. Honestly, I had no idea. It just didn't feel like I was out. My brain was still going. I was having thoughts, and that's why when I came back too, I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? It was like I was in a dream, and then it, like my brain restarted. And it's like I'm back, and oh shit, I'm here. What y'all niggas doing? So that was an experience. But y'all just sitting here, Coby Lobby. I got choked out. PacMan, I got choked out. Some of you know me as Two-Face, whatever. I got choked out for the first time. So all y'all that couldn't do it, ooh, you a bitch. That was dope. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.